4 agents finished crossing the crack and stood on the metallic bridge, muscles tense and ready for combat. Their forms cast long shadows across the ancient structure as they assessed the worrying situation. The 2 attack-oriented companions, the vanguard of the group chosen for their advantage in territory and speed, had rushed ahead and managed to enter before the door sealed. Now, they were trapped inside with their protection target and the suspected spies. "Did you see?" One of them asked the 3rd agent who had crossed the crack. "The young lady, is she?" Couldn't get a clear view. The agent shook her head in frustration, fists clenching at her sides. Mako and Shizu charged in and blocked the line of sight. "Damn it!" Another slammed her fist against the metal floor, the sound reverberating through the spherical structure like a gong. "We're the recovery specialists. What good are we if we couldn't retrieve the young lady?" They approached the ancient door, studying the engraved symbols that pulsed with a faint ethereal light. The leader ran her fingers across the marks, her expression growing more grave with each passing second. "This is a seed of the 3 main veins," she murmured in awe. "Not as big as the royal artery beneath the castle, but not an insignificant structure either. There's an important artifact and 10 miracle potions inside." "Are you certain?" Another agent leaned in to examine the markings, her breath fogging the cold metal surface. "Absolutely. Only the 3 main families in the royal line have the key to access this." Her fingers traced the ancient patterns. "Master Julius told me the 3 schools were originally created to guard these seeds until the crystal opened. Maybe the traitors gave the key to the spies, but it isn't something they'd entrust to common spies." The agents exchanged worried looks. The implications were deeply disturbing. This seed wasn't supposed to be ready for another 10 years. The agent observed the crack they'd entered through. "The opening shouldn't exist, but even though it does, an adult still can't fit through that small gap." "How did they know it would be ready early?" the one who had struck the floor asked, her voice tight with tension. "How did that mushroom boy hide the key? And more importantly, how did they manage to infiltrate him into Yano, when they already were looking at the Gold Crest's shenanigans closely?" The silence that followed was heavy with unspoken fears. The question's none-dared voice hung in the air. Had more than one of the 3 main families betrayed the kingdom? Was another family acting while they were trying to get evidence on the Gold Crests? "We can't enter," the leader finally spoke, breaking the oppressive silence. Only someone of the standing of Master Julius, or someone of high rank in the main families, could bring the key to activate this door. "So what do we do?" another asked, shifting nervously. "Wait for them to come out?" Moments earlier, Harold's antennae detected the entrance. With a final adjustment to their course, the crystal wall appeared before them, its surface shimmering with power. His mole claws worked methodically, removing earth around a discovered fissure barely large enough for a child to squeeze through. The crystalline barrier hummed with contained energy as they exposed more of the crack. The other spy, still holding their unconscious captives, finished creating another special coverage. The material would shroud Harold and his companion, further masking their mana signatures from detection. Harold crossed first, antennae extended to detect any threats in the alien environment. He helped his companion maneuver the 2 unconscious bodies through, noting that the Bat Boy still drew breath. "Why didn't you kill him?" Harold asked, his voice sharp with disapproval. "It's not necessary," the other spy hesitated, voice wavering. "He didn't see our faces, doesn't know which family." "Don't be foolish," Harold cut off the excuse, his tone cold. His bat used sonar. It could distinguish plenty in the darkness. He approached the motionless body. "If you lack the stomach to take lives, I'll do it myself." The other spy trembled slightly, clutching the wrapped bodies tighter. Harold advanced toward him but stopped abruptly, his antennae vibrating with urgent warning signals. More presences. Harold and the other spies stood on the upper section of the seed, and 3 new mana signatures had entered through one side of the spherical structure. "That way," Harold pointed in the opposite direction. "Take the hostages to the other end and hide." His companions seemed relieved to avoid bloodshed and quickly obeyed, disappearing into the shadows with their captives. Harold peered cautiously around the curve of the structure, the other spy's coverage still masking his presence. His eyes widened in surprise. The damned mushroom boy was here too. What the hell, he thought. His antennae extended, rapidly assessing the situation. He could eliminate them all. Adding more bodies to the list hardly mattered now. But then he detected another mana signature. Someone had stopped outside the crack where the mushroom group had entered. The figure performed a spatial jump, and Harold nearly lost his coverage in shock. Impossible. Another jump beast, he thought. But then he saw the girl's hair color, and everything clicked into place. Idiot, he berated himself. She was hidden in the same group all this time. The mushroom boy had caught the young woman. If he acted quickly, he could secure both Luna and the king's daughter. His body began to transform. Then his antennae captured 6 new power signatures. Bronze rank 1 and 2. Shit, he thought. The semi-conspicuous guards. Their presence changed the entire scenario. Harold cancelled the transformation and watched the situation with Ren's group unfold. He stood dumbfounded as the mushroom boy began pressing specific points on the ancient door. You moron, he thought. It was impossible. Only special keys, like the one he carried, should be able to activate these mechanisms. Yet. How? He wondered. His antennae extended involuntarily, trying to comprehend what he was witnessing. Had the other noble family supporting Yino sent another agent? But even they needed the keys. Seeing the door open without a key was beyond incredible. Nobody should possess that knowledge. Was there a third power at play? Some faction they'd overlooked? His thoughts were interrupted as he watched the group enter. Only 2 guardians had managed to slip inside before the door sealed. He pushed his questions aside, focusing on the immediate mission. He should attack now, enter from the other side, and eliminate the 2 guards who'd gone in with the mushroom group. It would make their escape easier by eliminating the group of 6 separately, and he could take not 1 but 2 valuable hostages for Yino. The 10 medicines and the evolution key are inside, he thought, as he crawled back to his companion. If he disposed of them now, glory for completing such a mission with results far beyond expectations was within reach. He rose and began running toward the opposite side of the structure. Intense pain exploded in his leg. A wolf had emerged from his own shadow, its fangs sinking deep into his flesh and tearing before vanishing back into darkness. What the... he thought. The beast had appeared through the shadows themselves, invisible to his enhanced perception until that instant. Harold transformed his injured leg, flesh morphing into centipede segments. A power signature emerged from the shadows, and his blood ran cold. Luna. Luna was here, standing before him. But then, his eyes widened in shock. Who did we capture?